Joanna, thank you so much for joining us on Boardroom Buzz.
Oh, my pleasure. It's great to be here.
How have the learnings from the pandemic influenced the way that you address future issues?
I think that one of the things that happened during the pandemic is we used to do risk planning, and we'd do simulations and everyone would prepare for it. And there would be certain things in the risk planning that you would say, that's never going to happen. And pandemic was one of them. And I think one of the things that came out of the pandemic was the realization that no matter what the risk planning is, take it all seriously and be prepared for all of it, because there was a little too much lackadaisical, we don't actually really need to prepare for that one. Let's focus on this.
What advice do you have for aspiring directors?
One of the things that I always tell aspiring directors, because I coach a lot of people, is it's really important to remember that in the boardroom, you are an advisor, not an operator. And you have to be careful about trying to come in and run the company or insisting that something be done a certain way. It's not our role. Our role is to help the officers in the management team think strategically about issues, to provide advice and guidance so that they can run the company. And a lot of times, if somebody is a director and a current officer of a company, they can get confused with it.
And Joanna, I have to ask you, I'm a communications professional. You have a background in communications. Why should the reputation of a company and stakeholder engagement be on the board's agenda?
That's a very good question, because I think that a lot of boards don't value it. And the reason, I'll tell you what I think they need to do. Brand reputation management in this day and age is vital. But what's also really important is someone who spent my career in corporate communications. Yes, I know governance. I know it really well. I know SEC regulation because I worked in public companies. I know corporate finance because I reported on it. I know M&A transactions. But what we don't appreciate is, having come from a crisis background, is that a corporate communications person has the ability to look at enterprise risk management in a completely different way than an operator does, and to anticipate stakeholder reaction. Because in a crisis, what your corporate communications person is doing is anticipating all the stakeholder reactions and then advising the CEO, the C-suite, the board on how to interact, react, and speak in a way that's going to quell or make that reaction work in your favor. You need that on a board. Boards get way too myopic. They get very focused on what do we want, what do we need, and they're not looking at it from the outside in. How is that going to impact the whole pie?
I could not agree more. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.